Welcome back to the Historical Photos channel. Get ready to travel back in time with rare photos from around the world, full of fascinating stories. Stay until the end. You'll be amazed. Subscribe to the channel, like it, and share your thoughts in the comments. In 1944, an aerial view captures the first landing craft arriving at Utah Beach, Normandy. A pivotal moment in history, marking the beginning of one of the most significant operations of World War II. In the 1950s, London faced a prickly situation, literally, a curious scene capturing a quirky and humorous moment from the era. In 1920, a curious moment that leaves us with so many questions. The past always holds mysteries, and this image is proof of that. In 1925, a child's seat on a bike in Amsterdam. It may not look very safe by today's standards, but back then, it was just another practical way to transport little ones. In the 1920s, 3 circus acrobats impress with a stunning display of strength and balance, an incredible showcase of skill and discipline, defying gravity with pure technique. In 1943, Lieutenant Walter Tuning acts swiftly to rescue a pilot from a burning F-6F Hellcat on the USS Enterprise flight deck, a heroic moment in the midst of World War II. In 1890, Jenny's Place was a well-known establishment in Jerome, Arizona. The town, famous for its mines, also had lively spots that were part of life in the Old West. In 1917, carrier pigeons were used for more than just messages. Equipped with small cameras, they flew over enemy territory, capturing aerial images. Fast and discreet, they became valuable allies in World War I. Before they shaped history, they were just ordinary kids. Here are rare childhood photos of world leaders long before they became defining figures on the global stage. In the heart of Pennsylvania, exhausted boys take a lunch break at the Ewan Breaker. In 1912, children worked long hours in coal mines, sorting rock from ore. For them, childhood and hard labor went hand in hand. When Batman and Spock team up, it's bound to be iconic. In the 60s, Adam West and Leonard Nimoy were caught jamming together, 2 of TV's most recognizable faces, united by something beyond fiction. Music. Looks dangerous, but just another day on the job. In 1930, these men balanced high above to clean London's famous Old Bailey courthouse. No modern safety gear, just courage and a good sense of balance. Looks like a movie scene, but it's science. In 1947, Dr. Arnold Giesel used observation cameras at Yale Clinic to study child development. His work helped uncover how babies learn and interact with the world around them. After Tombstone, Wyatt Earp opened the Northern Saloon in Tonopah, Nevada. In 1902, the legendary gunslinger turned businessman during the Gold Rush, keeping his reputation alive in a new frontier of the Wild West. In 1949, air travel was a luxury, and the in-flight service showed it. Aboard a Pan Am Stratocruiser, passengers enjoyed a full turkey dinner, no turbulence, no cramped trays. A golden age of aviation long before the TSA. Dodge City, 1872. In the Old West, a hardware store could also be a gunsmith. Pistols, rifles, and ammunition sat alongside tools and nails. In a town where law was fragile, being armed was almost a necessity. In 1868, China, an archer focuses, ready to release his arrow with deadly precision. In a time when archery was essential for hunting and warfare, he embodied the strength and focus of ancient Chinese military tradition. In 1947, the MS Belsnor arrived in Newcastle upon Tyne, unloading a locomotive straight from its deck. This event symbolized the increasing use of maritime transport for heavy equipment, boosting the post-war industrial recovery. In 1963, photographer Andy Prock captured a black cat with a mysterious expression, as if plotting world domination. The photo, full of humor and charm, became a playful representation of feline personality. In 1930, a simple scene captures the essence of happiness, a child and their cat, sharing a moment of pure tranquility. The image conveys the simplicity and genuine joy often found in the small gestures of everyday life. In 1910, at Luna Park, Coney Island, the Shooting the Chutes ride captivated visitors, a water-based roller coaster where brave souls plunged down a giant chute, sparking screams of excitement and laughter, making it one of the era's most popular attractions. In 1921 in Chicago, fun was guaranteed with the Surf Whirligig, a unique attraction that mixed excitement and risk. Without modern safety restrictions, visitors could experience pure adrenaline as they spun and surfed at the same time. Built in 1524, the oldest house in Hamburg was photographed in 1898. Despite its historical value, it was demolished in 1910, even after protests. The loss of such an ancient landmark left a lasting mark on the city and its residents. In Ohio, 1938, a typical thrift store negotiation. A man offers $250 for all the goods, challenging the seller to take it or leave it. This moment captures the bargaining spirit of the time, reflecting the dynamics between buyers and sellers. 29 Hanbury Street, London, was the site of the second murder attributed to Jack the Ripper in 1888. The unsolved crime remains one of the most mysterious and disturbing cases in criminal history, shocking the city and the world. Washington Hoover Airport was demolished in 1941 to make way for the construction of the Pentagon, a World War II landmark. Its removal marked a significant shift in Washington's history, reflecting the changes brought by the war. On a 1920s golf course, a dog holds on tight while its owner plays, a cute and surprising scene showcasing the animal's loyalty and the timeless fun the sport provides, even with an unexpected companion. In 1949, American Airlines used a DC-3 in a race against a stagecoach to promote airmail services, a quirky event highlighting the shift from land to air transport and showcasing innovation in postal services. In 1960, innovation arrived with the gin and tonic vending machine, a convenient way to enjoy a classic drink directly from machines, reflecting an era of convenience and the pursuit of new experiences. Oscar, known as Unsinkable Sam, survived 3 different shipwrecks during the Toulouse. This brave cat was rescued from each disaster, becoming a symbol of luck and resilience. Western Union Messenger Boys in Hartford, Connecticut in 1912. Brave young boys who ran across the city delivering telegrams, keeping vital communication alive before the age of cell phones and emails. In 1971, LAPD officer Pat Johnson improvised a crib for an abandoned baby. His quick and caring action ensured the child's safety, highlighting compassion amid the daily police routine. Hachiko, the Akita, waited every day at Shibuya Station in Tokyo for his owner, who had passed away. For 9 years, the loyal dog maintained his routine, becoming an everlasting symbol of loyalty and unconditional love. These steel floats were used for submarine nets during the Cold War. Neatly organized, the image of this warehouse brings a sense of order and precision, especially pleasing to those with a fondness for details. Before CAD and drafting software, office life for many was much more hands-on. Drawings were made by hand on large work tables, where precision and patience were essential to create detailed and complex designs. With London cemeteries full, a special funeral train was created. From 1854 to 1941, the London Necropolis Railway transported thousands of bodies 23 miles to Brookwood. A grim yet necessary solution for a city running out of space for its dead. Philadelphia, 1957. Deafening screams, ecstatic fans, and Elvis Presley at the peak of his career. The King of Rock shakes the stage with his unmistakable energy, leaving an unforgettable mark on music history. Before alarm clocks, candles measured time. Nails were inserted into the wax, and as it burned, they fell with a loud sound, waking the owner, a simple yet effective way to ensure no one overslept. A woman plays the harp for a crowd gathered at the iconic Rock of Cashel, Ireland, in 1910. The music echoes through the historic ruins, creating a magical moment that bridges past and present. No, these aren't steel workers playing harmonicas. Workers atop the Murray Hill Building, New York, 1930, take a break, balanced on steel beams with the city below. A classic portrait of bravery and the spirit of the era. The winter of 1918 was so harsh that the Ohio River completely froze over. This allowed Cincinnati residents to do something unthinkable today: walk across it as if it were an icy highway. In 1943, Sergeant Chuck Beatty was shot by a German machine gunner, taking 16 bullets to his stomach, side, arm, and shoulder. Despite the severe injuries, he survived, becoming a symbol of resilience and courage on the battlefield. At 17, Elsie Janis starred in the Broadway musical The Vanderbilt Cup in 1906. Known for her talent and charisma, she captivated audiences and became a stage icon, leaving a lasting mark with unforgettable performances. In 1910, a talented harpist captivated a large crowd at the Rock of Cashel, Ireland. The blend of soothing melodies with the historic landscape created a unique atmosphere, transporting everyone to a magical moment of music and tradition. In 1927, at 6 months old, Marcia Pinkenfield was crowned Most Beautiful Child in America. Her charming smile and angelic appearance made her an icon, marking the start of a life that would captivate everyone with her unmatched beauty. In 1945, after their home was bombed, a family found shelter in a neighbor's living room. This sad yet moving image captures the resilience and community spirit in the face of the hardships brought on by World War II. In 1914, the real Winnie the Bear captured the heart of Christopher Robin, A. Milne's son. After seeing the bear at the London Zoo, he named his toy bear, inspiring the beloved character that would become Winnie the Pooh. In 1944, the crew of the B-29 Waddy's wagon recreated the iconic aircraft artwork for posterity. The image became a symbol of bravery and resilience, highlighting the World War II heroes who faced immense challenges in the skies. In 1966, King Constantine of Greece was caught in an unexpected moment, going full Bruce Lee on Prince Juan Carlos of Spain in Corfu. An unusual moment in royal history, with the two monarchs engaging in a friendly yet intense exchange. During World War I, wounded soldiers were transported by ambulance trains, adapted to provide medical care while crossing the front lines, a vital solution to save lives during times of great destruction. In the 1870s, Chinese women worked tirelessly as spinners, using traditional techniques to produce yarns and fabrics. The manual production of clothing was an essential part of daily life, reflecting the skill and dedication of many generations. In 1921, Charlie Chaplin returned to England, his homeland. 9 years earlier, he had fled extreme poverty to seek a new life in the United States, where he would become one of the greatest names in world cinema. Built around 2,000 years ago, the Roman baths of Hammam es-Salihine in Algeria are still in use today. Their mineral-rich thermal waters attract visitors seeking relaxation, proving that Roman engineering continues to stand the test of time. A Chinese soldier poses with an ancient rifle and an impressively large ammo belt in the 1870s. This image captures a time of transition when modern firearms began replacing traditional weaponry, forever changing the nature of warfare. The world's first Ferris wheel, designed by George Ferris, debuted at the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Standing 264 feet tall, it amazed visitors and became an iconic attraction for fairs and amusement parks. Doris Smith defies gravity and death as she performs on the Wall of Death in Essex, England. In 1938, she made history as one of the first women to take on this thrilling circus attraction, showcasing both courage and skill. Children playing on the street with chalk in Prospect Place, Brooklyn, 1950. A simple moment of childhood fun with the street turned into a playground. The memories of this time still bring a sense of freedom and creativity. Master Sergeant John Clarence Woods one of those responsible for carrying out sentences in the post-war Nuremberg trials. His role in these historical events made him a controversial figure in the period following World War II, 1946. In 1961, a woman strikes a creative pose in front of the Siegfried statue at the Bismarck Memorial in Berlin. In a time without smartphones, capturing the moment required a bit more imagination. In 1953, history was made at Freehold Raceway, New Jersey, with an unbelievable triple dead heat. 3 horses crossed the finish line at the exact same moment, resulting in a rare tied photo finish. In 1936, Charlie Chaplin and Paulette Goddard were captured behind the scenes of modern times. The silent film critiqued the mechanization of labor and became one of Chaplin's most iconic works. In 1930, a chain bridge connected Jiangyu Hill Temple in China. Suspended over a river, it required courage to cross. Its rudimentary structure and the challenge of the path made it a true test of nerves. In 1885, not everything was despair in the 19th century. A ball, friends, and laughter were all you needed to brighten the day. Amid the challenges of the era, simple moments like this proved that joy could be found in the little things. In 1944, U.S. Tank Commander Sergeant John Parks in action during World War II. A powerful image of a soldier leading his crew in the midst of the conflict. In 1940, German engineers conduct wind tunnel tests on the iconic Messerschmitt Bf 109. This aircraft was one of the most feared of World War II, playing a crucial role in combat aviation. In 1945, soldiers return home after years of combat in World War II. Exhausted but relieved, they finally reunite with their families, marking the end of a difficult chapter and the beginning of a new life. In 1929, construction workers in New York City defied gravity, balancing on steel beams at dizzying heights. Without safety equipment, scenes like this were common, reflecting the bravery or recklessness of the time. In 1951, World War II veterans pay their respects at Arlington National Cemetery. Among headstones that tell stories of sacrifice, they reflect on the past and honor those who never made it home. In 1960, at the Dutch Grand Prix, a truck transports Ferrari's fast race cars to the Zandvoort track, a scene that captures the golden era of Formula One, when speed and elegance went hand in hand. In 1911, Bobby Leach became the second person to survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. An incredible feat, but fate played an ironic twist years later when he passed away due to complications after slipping on an orange peel. In 1896, the streets of New York were filled with street vendors selling everything from fresh fruit to newspapers and quick meals. With their makeshift stalls, they were part of the city's vibrant rhythm, serving thousands of people every day. During World War II, French children played near military landing craft on the shore. Despite the war, childhood found a way to thrive, even in a landscape shaped by conflict. In 1975, the U.S. Navy carried out intense evacuations in Saigon. To make room for incoming aircraft, quick adjustments were necessary, a chaotic moment that marked the end of the Vietnam War and the rescue of thousands. In 1967, in Loire, France, a child found the perfect way to transport their loyal companion, a Ferrari 156 pedal car. A fun scene blending imagination, friendship, and a touch of style. Archie. In 1941, British factory workers adjust components on the Matilda tank. During the war, factories played a crucial role in sustaining military operations, with thousands of civilians contributing to the war effort. In 1956, Thomas Fitzpatrick stunned New York by landing a small plane on a Manhattan street, twice. His daring feat became a city legend, leaving residents amazed by his skill and boldness. In 1943, Lepa Radic, a young Yugoslav partisan, bravely stood against Nazi occupiers. Even when captured, she refused to betray her comrades, becoming a symbol of resistance and courage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to support our work. I've selected 2 videos for you to continue diving into the story. See you in the next video.